only thing. I mean, look, he has a problem with the truth. And even Marco Rubio, I guess today there was something about he was, a picture was manufactured and it was not
photoshopped, right?
Well, it was totally photoshopped. I could see by just looking at it. In fact, they even made Marco a lot shorter than he is if you look at it really. And I'm sure that's probably the thing that bothered him the most. He was a hell of a lot. He was like very small. I mean, he's not that small. Not too big, but he's not so small. But I will tell you, I looked at that photo. I said immediately it was photoshopped. But if you look at what he did, I'm talking about CRUZ to Ben Carson, where he said, listen, he's out of the race. Everybody come vote for us. He's out of the race. That was so dishonest. And then he did something else that you people never picked up on, and I think it was the worst of all. He did a voter violation notice. It looked like it's right out of the IRS.
We talked about it.
The official paper. It was so disgusting. And it's basically, you have a voter violation. Now, they don't have lawyers. These are people that were frightened when they got it. And it graded them, and you have an F, 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 F. And essentially says, if you vote for Ted Cruz, this violation is going to go away. And let me tell you something. People voted for him because of that. That was a fraudulent document. And he said things about me. For instance, I'm very strong with the Second Amendment. He said, Donald Trump will leave the Second Amendment. He's going to destroy the Second Amendment. You're not going to have a Second Amendment. There's even one going up now in Nevada. He's got something about land that I'm for taking back the land. I have nothing to do with it. He will make up stories. And, he holds up the Bible, and then he lies. I think it's very inappropriate.
But a cease and desist letter, I mean, you're not going to sue him.
Well, you don't know that, but I like to send letters. I have a lot of lawyers. I have wonderful lawyers. I like to send letters. But you know what? It's good that people know, and I think it's probably affected him because I know the CBS poll just came out a little while ago, and New York Times CBS, and my numbers are fantastic. But
in that particular commercial, he's using an interview you did give in the late 90s. It doesn't represent your current position.
He's not saying that. He's saying, I am. And you take a look at the words he said. When he goes around talking to people, he uses that. That was, 17 or 19 years ago. That was a long time ago. It was with Tim Russert, who, by the way, was a great guy. We missed Tim Russert. I really liked him a lot. But it was with Tim Russert. And you got to explain my views now, too. You can't say, I am, because he was saying, I am. And that's what he was doing when he went out to audiences. And it's just not true. And as far as Second Amendment, I'm the strongest person running on the Second Amendment. And he would say, he'd just make up stories. So it was inappropriate, Anderson, and we sent him something. We'll see what happens. Who knows? I mean, I think he's got other cases. I think the wonderful case is going to be whether or not, and I understand he got sued today, actually. He's going to be sued by a lot of people. He's going to be sued by the Democrats.